All right, welcome back to Waste Some Time with Jason Green. I am Jason Green. It is a Monday, I think. The days all start to seem the same, but I feel like it's Monday. Well, I don't feel like it. I just I read somewhere that it was Monday. We're always trying new things here at the World of Waste Some Time with Jason Green, and I can't get an angle that I like. We got some good equipment, but I can't find an angle that I like. But once I find it, I'll be okay. It's also hard for me to read the comments as you get older. Reading becomes more difficult. Comments. Anyway, so I got a lot of new videos out. We got a lot to talk about. We're kicking off the week. We'll talk about those things and more right after this. Just wanna waste some time with you. Sometimes it seems too good to be true. Nobody out there can waste time with that. Right now, usually I start and I ramble for a while, and then we see what people are thinking. But today, we're going to go right to the comments, and maybe someone out there's got some serious Mark Twain shit to say, and we'll get a whole conversation from that. Skylar was the first one here. At the end of the day, Skylar will be the first one to leave, ready to waste some time. And good evening, everybody. This is Marjorie Hamilton Affuso. Nice to see you. Rob Affuso said he was going to do the show, and he hasn't called back. It's frickin' Bats. Thought I was late, but I'm actually early. Nice to see you. It's frickin' Bats. And should I get maybe you were a little early? This is Sharon Hepler, Sharon Hepler, 8717, enjoying your blog. Thank you so much. I think it's a vlog. I think that's what the kids call it. And there is Lorraine, still smiling from last Monday. Did something fun happen last Monday? And let's see. Did I mention I'm moving? I should always mention that I'm moving. In case anyone wants to furnish my house, I believe to be moving. Lori 4089. Hey, Jason Michelle. Why do all the names look different today? Everyone has a number on the end. What's going on? Are we in Bizarro world? Everyone's name is screwed up. I don't know what it means, but I do know that Jimmy Drummer, thank you for the first super chat of the day. It's much appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, Lorraine notices everybody's got weird numbers and symbols tonight. No, I'm going to do my best, but Skylar says it's YouTube. Skylar, maybe call them and see what's going on. Yeah, please. Thank you. All right. Lorraine says she's got it too early, so I watched The Mama's Family. I love the sketches on the Carol Burnett show, Mama's Family, but I'm not sure which memories are from which. Loved the Sorry game. So I wasn't a big Carol Burnett fan. One day I'll go do a deep dive and get back into it. My grandparents liked it. And I always felt like that was more of a hold on. Okay, now we're on the air. Sorry. Before we weren't on the air. We're going to do this again. Just wanna waste some time with you. Sometimes it seems too good to be true. Nobody out there can waste time with that. Right, we're on the air. Welcome back to Waste Some Time with Jason Green. I am Jason Green. So we were talking about Mama's Family video, which just dropped today. Channel members watched it early. So by the way, if you're not a channel member, get on it because you'll get to see the videos early. But anyway, wasn't a giant fan. Well, I wasn't a giant fan of Mama's Family. To be honest with you, at times it seems stupid to me. But maybe I need to go back and binge watch and see. Maybe I like it. But it was a fun video to make. And yes, it is located next to some of the famous Halloween locations, which makes it a little more interesting. And surprise, there is a cameo appearance by Wednesday 13 in the video as well. So anyway, if you haven't checked that one out, check it out. Before that, I did Michelle, how come your name is a different name as well? Did you change your name?
No, it's showing usernames rather than screen names for everyone.
This is so strange. I hate it. Now I'm going to be angry at this thing the whole day. That's it. It just ruined my whole show. Guys, I'm going to give you my Amazon moving wish list. Maybe you guys can make me feel better by buying everything in my house. All right, Jason Holstein, Tour Diaries, classic TV locations, live shows here. This channel's niche is the variety, and the variety is the spice of life. So couldn't be true. Jason, thank you. The reason why the channel has begun to grow is there are things on here that you can't find anywhere else. Now, there's a lot of location filming videos, but so far nobody has specialized in classic television shows. That doesn't mean that one day I won't do movies and other things. I've begun that, but I don't want to just do the same thing. And I also think I could put my own touch on it. So, look, to be the ideal waste some time with Jason Green audience, you're probably going to like some hard rock music, maybe a little punk music. You're going to like classic television. You're going to like 70s, 80s TV, and probably going to like toys. Probably going to like Universal monsters. And if that's the case, this is the one stop for you. But for other people, because I'm building such a new audience, so many people are interested in just the television or just the music, or and some people are a combo. The music fans seem to be more likely to latch onto the TV. Some of the TV fans, I will tell you that I've got such a variety of people, which is really great. And that is why the channel is starting to take off. Because when I began this thing, I was so angry. Why don't I have the numbers of some of these other jackasses? I'm just as jacky an ass as they are, and my channel should be doing better. And finally, it's happening. Today I think we'll hit 35,000, 36,000 subscribers. And it's exciting, and I'm glad. And I think that people see through phony people who just do things to clickbait. I really haven't done much clickbait other than advertising a guy moving who wants his entire house furnished. Other than that, everything is pretty much a straight shot, straight shooting. Let's see here. I'm going through some of your comments, and then we'll talk up a little bit more. This is Bobby. Hey, what's up, brother? Not too much. We're going to talk some more. Jay Roberts is ready to waste some time. Oh, I saw a hey now. Always respond to the hey now. There's Matt. Hey now. Let's see here. Yeah, it's weird seeing the names like that. There's Mark's gas station. Mark, I feel like I haven't seen you in a little while, but glad you are here now. Okay, this is Jay Roberts. First time in a while I was able to jump in at the start. Nice. We started a little later today. Here's the biggest problem right here. Carolyn Bushy, you must have noticed this. You must have read the comments. So let's just get right into the Cosby Show. Oh, first, do you mind me asking? You're at just 74. Thank you. I think I look good, but what are you going to do? Anyway, I work out. So, Cosby Show. I grew up in New York City. I went to school in Harlem. My whole school experience until college, which didn't last very long, that was on the Upper East Side. And I watched The Cosby Show, and one of the kids in my class dated Vanessa on The Cosby Show, and it was sort of a fun thing. I talk about it in the video. And when I went to the location for The Cosby Show, I knew there would be some confusion. The show takes place in Brooklyn. The studio for The Cosby Show was shot in Queens and Brooklyn. They moved in the middle of the show. I think only the first season was shot in Brooklyn, then it went to Queens, something like that. All I show you in my location videos for the most part is exteriors. These are where you see in the credits. You probably see them in every episode. And then with The Cosby Show, there was multiple shots. So if it's snowing out, you see that. Whatever the raining out, you see that. They had so many shots of this brownstone. I thought it was fun to show it and to tell a few stories about The Cosby Show. While I was doing the video, I was going to name all the kids on The Cosby Show. And I said, there's 4. But I knew in my mind, I go, don't forget Sandra, the one who's barely on the show. And I said 4. But after I said 4 kids, I then went on to name all 5 kids. starting with the youngest, Rudy, Keisha Knight Pulliam. Next, Vanessa, played by Tempest Bledsoe. After that, Theo, Malcolm Jamal Warner, then Lisa Bonet, who played Denise, and then Sandra, played by Sandra is played by LaBeouf, Sabrina LaBeouf, not to be confused with Shia LaBeouf. Anyway, I said it. But the problem with the world is people race to their oh my God, he said something wrong. This is my chance. Read the comments. 500 people said it. I pointed out I might have mistakenly said 4, but I named all 5. And everybody, you forgot Sandra, because they want to be in. Everyone wants to be part of it. Look, we're going to get to a time when I can't even answer the comments anymore. There's so many. But I try to get in there. One of the reasons these videos do well is engagement. You know what engagement is? It's when people complain and then I have to respond to it. And every time there's one little thing in the video, people lose their shit. I can't begin to tell you how many of these stupid people are fighting me over this. Now, then it becomes a race issue and an ethics issue. I thought to make a video about Bill Cosby and the Cosby Show, you at least have to mention that maybe it's not politically correct, okay? Allegedly, Bill Cosby roofied women and then took sexual advantage of them. That is the allegation. Now, I do have a lawyer standing by in case I say anything that might be disputable or refutable in court. But I will tell you that Bill Cosby confessed to giving women quaaludes in order to have some freaky time with them. He confessed that, but he confessed it in a deal that was not supposed to be public. He was looking to get out of this. Hundreds of women have accused Bill Cosby of this, and hundreds of people knew about it. Comedians, Hannibal Buress, the one who first came, said who mentioned it, everybody knew that Bill Cosby did this, sort of a thing. Now, maybe some women were trying to cash in. The sad thing about these tragic things is that there's always somebody who will ruin it for a real victim. Plenty of women were victims, but maybe there's one or two who figured, oh shit, let me get on this list. But there was a lot of women of stature and fame as well. They didn't need this Bill Cosby money or the embarrassment that goes with the idea that they had a lace Jell-O pudding pop. So I felt it would be irresponsible to go to the location and not at least mention that Bill Cosby's reputation may be tarnished. I don't even know if people want to watch a video about the Cosby Show. And one of the important things that I discussed in the comments with somebody is that, and this woman made a good point, maybe we need to separate Bill from Cliff Huxtable, the character, because Cliff Huxtable was America's TV's dad, and the lessons. And then if you want to go into the real Bill Cosby, he was an honorary doctor. He did a lot of good things to get people into colleges. He supported he was a positive role model. And the show was a positive role model for African-American or Black people, right? Because I get in trouble no matter what I say. And so anyway, this turned into a massive debate. And I've saved some of the comments because some of this stuff has gotten a little out of hand, if I may say so myself. Now, like I said, everybody wants to be an expert. Now, I've been dealing with the race issue on these videos in both categories. I put up a video about the Jeffersons, and I'm going to try to clean this up. I've read this one before, but it's bearing repeating. This person, whose name is Jeff Geiger, by the way, that's his name. He wasn't ashamed. Fun fact, the Jeffersons family was a bunch of mean N-words. He also spelled it wrong. That wanted to sexually take advantage, and kill white people and eat them. That's a real comment. Now, maybe the person was just being funny, but then someone who we'll just call Keith, because that's his name, he said, and I'm not going to read this in a funny voice. I'm going to read it straight. Excuse me, white boy. You got your nerve with the history. you'll have, and that you white devils also trying to hide how y'all raped and killed and kidnapped and stole, STOLED, black people. White devils need to keep your mouth quiet. Guess I'm the white devil. I've been called worse. So that was, I didn't know what to say. Excuse me, Holmes. I didn't know. I wanted to be politically correct. So let's talk a little bit more about the discussion. That was an interesting one from Keith. And then Shalom said, Shalom 388, why go visit the house where he filmed just to talk down on him? Typically white devil man in America. Holy cow. And and the point that I made to some of these people is, if it just didn't say anything, it would be worse, because what will happen is people will go, and I got a lot of these too. Why would you go there? This man is what we know he is. Why would you do this? Why cause attention to this? Well, because my answer is I'm causing attention to a television show. Here's a prime example. Who gives a crap about a show or a man who is drugging and R-ing women for years for decades? And then they said that, I guess you just love your little sodomizer. This is out of control. Out of control. And then Dimpleface writes, I have all episodes of The Cosby Show and The Fat Albert Show. They tried to ruin this man, but didn't succeed. But they have a real criminal in the White House. When the show came out, certain people, maybe white devils, said that it was not realistic to have a black doctor and a black attorney as a married couple and be successful. Sickening! So, music art lover wrote, you say that isn't what this video is about, yet you continue to talk about Mr. Cosby's situation with the law. He stands the test of time. You cannot take away from Mr. Cosby and his accomplishments. You should know that there were 5 children in the Cosby Show. Know your facts. So I said back, I certainly didn't take away from Mr. Cosby's accomplishments, which is why I made this video. However, he admitted to drugging and taking advantage of women, some days as many as 100. So his personal life is hard to defend. Also, if you had better listening comprehension, you would notice I listed all 5 kids despite mistakenly saying 4. So in fact, I do know, not now, as you incorrectly typed. He had some spelling errors, and I thought it was my place to call him on it. One person was angry that I used the term African American, and he said, I'm a black American, not from Africa. Now, look, I wasn't referring to this gentleman. I don't know what to call anyone anymore. I'm just trying to keep it real. You know what I'm saying, Holmes? So, and then someone said, why you bring that negative crap up about Uncle Bill Cosby? Same person. Those dang women wanted Bill Cosby. He was a famous black man. Let's be real. Anyway, there's so much more of this and anger. The thing is, I see through race in this case. In fact, I made a point to see black men in television. George Jefferson was more successful than Archie Bunker, right? But that was a crazy thing at the time. People said Norman Lear stole the show from a black man. That's not completely true. Yes, somebody inspired a lot of the characters, but if Norman Lear doesn't bring them to television, we probably never hear of them. Now, Eric Monty is the gentleman they're referring to. I have been in touch with his grandchildren, and we're trying to get him on the show to set the record straight. I'm a fan of The Cosby Show. I grew up with The Cosby Show. Lisa says, I really love Claire Huxtable's character as someone to look up to. I was bummed she never said anything condemning about Bill Cosby. I think a lot of people were scared, and I see why. Because they People are angry on both sides. When O.J. Simpson was accused of murder, there were people who didn't want to accept that a famous black man could have murdered his wife. They didn't want to hear it. And it became a race issue in this country. O.J. Simpson, had he been anyone else, was obviously guilty as F. But the world is so crazy, and I get it. People don't want to lose their heroes. Bill Cosby, you don't want to believe that Bill Cosby was this. So in this video that I made, and you can go watch it, I made the point that Bill Cosby was very hard on Lisa Bonet. There's a movie called Angel Heart where Mickey Rourke gives it to Lisa Bonet, good, and they break a chicken and there's blood and it's satanic rituals and sacrifice. It was pretty crazy, but Denise Huxtable was America's daughter. And to see her getting it on, I mean, I've only watched it 300-400 times for race relations. And anyway, Bill Cosby condemned her and got her fired. And Bill Cosby called Eddie Murphy and said, I think you need to stop working blue. Me and my wife, come on. And yeah, I'm going to make fun of it. Eddie Murphy's a black man. Lisa Bonet is a black woman. And they made the same points. So I don't think it's about race. And I don't take back 1 second of making a little fun. I also said it's alleged. But if you do the homework, you're going to find out that Bill Cosby confessed. That's a fact. So you can say what you want. Now, I don't think a lot of those people are subscribers and are watching right now. This Bill Cosby talk is not doing anything for the super chats, I've noticed. Chris points out that Fat Albert rules. Hey, I love Fat Albert. I love picture pages. Loved it all. And let's see here. He was definitely Fat Albert. And the show was a huge deal. And yeah. But I like the Fat Albert and picture pages have taken over the conversation. I like that that's what we got out of that. It's crazy, right? Yeah, at least they weren't from the South. Well, I mean, personally, I would have liked to have read those in my dialect, but I don't think it would have been appreciated. And I am not looking to be canceled. I see a lot of people, I can't believe it. People are crazy. Absolutely crazy. That is for sure. Keith says it was not him. That was a different Keith. He gave his last name, but I didn't think I wanted to. Racism goes all ways. Well, that is definitely the truth. I will say I've got a newer multi race audience. All of this stuff has brought in new people, which is great. Definitely great. And yes, George Jefferson used to call Willis a white honky. He was just the same as Archie Bunker. But boy, are there people up in arms. Well, this is old man card. Well, if you're going to get a positive out of all these comments, is that YouTube was definitely sending notifications about your videos to people outside of your normal watchers. Oh, 100%. The reason the channel is successful is that YouTube has allowed other people to see my videos. There are so many people who are on YouTube who get buried. You can make a video. You could interview someone famous. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But when you're popular, new people watch your video. Keep up the great variety of your channel. Rock, talk, and pop culture. Nobody's better than you. Thank you. I think the more people who see it will enjoy it, will engage in it, will see that it's real, and then maybe I can find a razor to shave. Because right now I'm using an effect to try to show you that I need to shave, to hide it, to hide that from you. I need that, and I also need you to pay for all the things that I move into my new home. People are nuts. Everybody loved the Cosby Show when it was out. Of course we did. And I'm not sure that we should hate the Cosby Show just because of what Bill did. It's an ensemble show. It was great writing. That's a tough one. That's up for you, for the individual to decide. And yes, pudding pops for all. You got to have the Jello pudding pop. Anyway, There's a lot of conversations that are going on here that have nothing to do with anything. But that's fine. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Cliff Huxtable, pop culture icon. Bill Cosby, Despicable Do. Bill's actions do not cancel the character Cliff Huxtable. House of G fam. That's how I feel as well. 100%. The show lives, and I think if people watched it, we don't have to condone what Bill Cosby allegedly and confessed to doing. Okay, let's see here. It's pointless to defend yourself against crazy people. That is true, but I also like to, we're getting a show out of it. Love me some Wheezy. I love me some Wheezy as well, Toddy Walnuts. George Jefferson would not go into the bunker house on episodes. He dished it right back at Archie. Yeah, and what a real thing. But at times, George and Archie had some interactions where maybe we had some race relations. Put it like that. They always play the sound when OJ says, "Look out!" Look out! Look out! I remember it well. And another OJ one. It happens. It's crazy that OJ's dead. Lived here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Even crazier. And I like this line, Keith. Thank you. Rudy, you like school on Saturday. No class. Great Fat Albert. It's a Fat Albert Halloween special. Look, Fat Albert was a great show. I'm with you. And yes, ride the algorithm. Ride the algorithm. And there's really good stuff to come. Hold on, I see a super chat, which I'm thankful for. AZ, sorry to go off topic. No, I'm happy to go off topic. Where do you see the classic rock venues going in 10 years? Will they die out without the classic artists or strong up-and-comers? Are they doomed? It's a good question. It's a question I probably would do good with other musicians, like Wednesday on the show. But yeah, we're a bit doomed. Here in Las Vegas, a club called Vamp that was open for 16 years was a stop on most bands' tours. It just had its final show on Sunday. Thinking about having Danny the Count Coker, the owner, on. I was going to text him, give him a little minute to breathe, and then maybe talk about his future endeavors. But in 5 years, there'll be no members of the Beatles. There'll be no members of The Who. There'll be no members of the Rolling Stones. They might be alive, but they're not going to be touring. And 5 years is being generous. For all 60s rock, you've got 5 years, if you're lucky, to see them one more time. So will the clubs go? Look, I think 10 years, I think a lot of things will change. I think live music will not be as popular as it once was. But there's always younger generations discovering it. Let's hope that there's more original music and not Steel Panther. That's what we don't need. We don't need more cover bands wearing wigs and playing to tracks. And funny, sure, put them in a comedy club. But in a as far as real bands go, let's see. And you need a real band to be original. That Led Zeppelin 2, that didn't last. Remember them? Gretchen Van Flat? It didn't work because after one record, you realize Led Zeppelin already made that record. Scott, thank you so much for the super chat. I hope you weren't a Gretchen Van Flat fan, because there are no backsies and there are no refunds. Thank you, Scott. By the way, if you guys want to sign up to be channel members, you can do that. Click on it. You get a free super chat to say how long. We're going to start giving away prizes to the longest super chats, members who've been the longest. And then also, if you want to become a Patreon, the difference between Patreon and channel members are, and I was explained to this yesterday by my executive producer, the Patreons are going to watch interviews first, and the channel members are going to watch tour diaries first, like a week ahead if I can get to it. And then there's a tour diary on right now, by the way. Next week's tour diary is already available for channel members. And then with Patreon, you get a welcome kit, and you get other welcome kind of things. And let's just show you how it works right now. There's Deadhead Dave. He's been a member for 1 month. Thank you, Dave. He's using his complimentary super chat to let me know. 1 month. I appreciate it. Let's keep it going. I hope we can give you content. Now, for the Patreons, maybe you want to ask my guests a question. Next interview will be Chuck Garrick of Alice Cooper and Bisto Blanco. if you're a Patreon, go on there right now and send the question you want. We have a bond, you and I, on there. And let me know, and I will, maybe your question will be in the interview. Mike Tramp is coming up soon, and maybe Glenn Drover of Megadeth. Oh, everyone's thing's fixed. Did you notice that? The chat has fixed. Thank you. I worked hard, and I have gotten it fixed. All the calls that I made have brought it back. All the Shed summer packages will eventually go away. Catch my kid for sure. Those things will last a little longer. When I was a kid, rap and hip hop bands, you had to have 4 or 5 of them on a bill. Well, then that's happening with classic rock and metal. I think as long as you have, I think the time will come when you will see Quiet Riot with no original members. You'll see the Sweet already. You're going to see a lot of fake versions of bands. I think that is on the way. And Chuck interview will be amazing. Thank you, Brian Kirk. I hope so. I am a fan of the Bisto Blanco. Trying to get through some of your questions today. And congrats to the shipping department. That's the wrong comment. Congrats to the shipping department and legal advisor on the promotion. Yes. Also, merch. If you guys want to get some Waste Some Time with Jason Green merch, and who doesn't? The good news is I got new picks, and these have been gone for a while. This is how it works. First of all, you just go to the website and buy it. It's Christmas in July. Christmas in July special is coming up. So if you go to my store, which is in the link, and we'll share it, it's in the description, you can buy all kinds of stuff. And if you use the code JULY with a capital J, a lowercase u, a lowercase, no, all lowercase letters. Don't you dare put a capital J. All capital. Listen, this is out of hand. Hold on a second. Just wanna waste some time with you. Time seems too good to be true. Nobody out there to waste time with you. All right, welcome back to Waste Some Time with Jason Green. If you want to get yourself some Jason Green merch, and who wouldn't, it's Christmas in July, all capital, the word July, July, 20% off. Can we afford to do this? Can we give all this away? Anyway, you're going to get a pick from my band, the Sin City Rejects, which is available on Spotify. Physical copies coming soon. That is a signature pick, courtesy of Intune. I will use each pick so that you will also get my DNA, clone me, or whatever you like. And then, so I got that one. And then I don't know what you're going to get. You have to check with the shipping. And then I got these. This is called Mothers of Pearl. Pearl's Mother Pick. And there you go. I got those. We sold out of all of these damn things last time. We had to go back to my endorser and get this. And then this is called Whites Only. I mean, solid white. There's enough race relations. There it is. You can see it right there. Anyway, so you can get pics, you can get pictures, you can get Christmas ornaments. There's only a few left. My advice on the Christmas ornament. My advice on the Christmas ornament is get it now because it'll be a new color this year, and you're going to want to have it. So anyway, go to the merch store. There's the link. And there's all the information you need. WasteSomeTime.myshopify.com. Christmas in July. Those who watch know Christmas is my favorite holiday. Halloween, I love, but every day's Halloween in this house. I mean, look around. Use code JULY for 20%. Orders through Friday. So if you're watching this late, you can still get in it. Okay, I don't want to miss your questions and comments. Sometimes I fall behind. Is Wednesday here? No, there he is. Me and Wednesday talk about what I call it core memories, things that we forgot. And Wednesday sent me a commercial for sizzling. Move over, bacon. Here's something leaner, sizzling. It was like some bullshit bacon that wasn't as fatty or something, but it was like Sanka or don't squeeze the Charmin, the quicker picker-upper. My goal is to do a series of shows with each year of the 1980s. 1980, we talk about it. Me, Wednesday, show and discuss. Kind of like what VH1 did with I Love the 80s. So that's what we're talking about. Chuck is a great player. Talking about Chuck Garrick. He will be on the show very soon. If you're Patreon, get your questions ready. Okay, trying to. Okay. Boner wants us. Boner Stabone wants to know that he is now that '70s guy. Thank you, Boner. Always wanted to say that and not be referring to my own. All right. Are those right-handed or left-handed guitar picks? They're bi. They are bidextrous. You can use them in both. And if you're Michelangelo, you just swap or paint David or sculpt it. You guys heard me talking about the Megan movie that I would love to see. The Sci-Fi Center here in Las Vegas gave me this beautiful T-shirt. Visit the Sci-Fi Center when you're in Vegas. But they gave me the Megan. Well, I went and got the Megan popcorn bucket. Here it is. Now, people go, that is ridiculous. Well, that's why I got it. I like things that are ridiculous. I like the first Megan, straighten your tie. I like the first Megan movie. I didn't see the second movie because, you know what's funny? Even though I am an international influencer, no one will see it with me. I can't find one person who will go see Megan 2.0 with me. So I just went and got the popcorn bucket. Now, the way this popcorn bucket works is you split the back of her head open and you add popcorn. A secret tip for you popcorn bucket collectors. Attention, popcorn bucket collectors. They'll give you the popcorn separate, and you can keep this. And now, spoiler alert, she's an android. Come here, you. Yeah, you can take her face off and reveal Megan's true identity. I think this thing is so ridiculous, and I would be disappointed had I not purchased it. So right now it sits right here with my brand new popcorn bucket collection. There's Jaws. Jaws and Megan are friends now. And then when I was there, I'm crazy. Maybe you could send a super chat so I can furnish my house and pay for all the bullshit I buy. This is the Karate Kids Legends cup, right? I had to have it. You got to have it. And then right here behind my on-air sign, thankfully we're on our air, is the 5 Boroughs Karate Chop popcorn bucket. I'm out of control. I'm going to be living in the street. I'm going to need you guys to buy a few things for me. Okay, let's see here. When are you putting out a new tour diary? Brad, I think sometimes you take a hit of the herbal. A new tour diary just came out on Friday. And there's another one that's available to members only. Maybe you should become a member. And then there'll be another one on Friday. We're really stepping up the tour diaries, cranking them out. I just edit. I'm just finishing up on August 2024. That's progress. Let's see here. Wednesday 13 popcorn bucket. I agree. I want to get involved in Wednesday's merchandising. I want a popcorn bucket. Maybe me, him, and Sean should all have popcorn bucket. You can move in with me. Well, thank you. But we still have to have an Amazon sale because apparently people will furnish your entire house. Last week's tour diary was awesome. Thank you. It's a fun one. By the way, a lot of people who watched it didn't understand who the people in it were. Jason and Jack, they're twins, and they are friends that me and Johnny met on the road at Monsters Mountain a few years ago. And Jason comes out, and he's co-hosted the show before, a few episodes. He's a collector of nonsense, as am I. And anyway, they came to meet us whenever they live in Cincinnati. Whenever they're close, we get together. And at that show, Kentucky State Fair, Sam is now our drum tech. People are asking, what happened to this young kid who used to... Why is he always hanging? Well, because he is Blas's drum tech. He does other things too. My good friend Sean Brown is here. Sean, thank you so much. The most generous of supporters, and listen, helps keep the channel going and affording my move. Hello, Jason. I've been catching up with all the great content you've been sharing this past week. We both love the Universal Classic Monsters. Do you know if there are any interesting filming locations to see behind? besides the studio backlot? And the answer is not really. Most of those movies were made on the studio backlot, and a lot of the things that you would want to see also were destroyed in the fire. So there's really not a lot of things left. The original Frankenstein props were actually used in Young Frankenstein as well. And Forrest Ackerman had some of that put away, the editor of Famous Monsters, but there's just not much left. During Horror Nights, they now at least show you, they have signs dedicated to which movies were filmed on those studios, and you get to go into them, which I like. I think it's fun to go to a horror maze. And I've been thinking about doing the. Thank you, Sean. I'm sorry. Hope I answered that. I've been thinking about doing these meetups. I got a bunch of shows coming up, and I thought maybe we could, if there was demand, maybe we can all get together and do something before a show. But they're opening up this thing here in Vegas, Horror Land. It's called Horror Unleashed, Universal Studios Horror Unleashed. They're going to have 4 horror mazes. Maybe we can all go together. Maybe we could turn that into an event. Maybe we could spend the day together. Maybe we could figure that out, right? If you guys would want to come to Vegas, maybe we could do like a 2-day Vegas excursion. You will get to hang out with me and maybe some of the characters who appear on this show. And anyway, let me tell you where I'm going to be, and then I'll get back to your questions, because I can't even remember where I'm going to be half the time. July 17th, I'll be in Paso Robles, California at the Mid-State Fair. That's a Stephen Piercy solo band show. I can't imagine there's that many people out that way, but if if you want to get together, maybe we could. I'm staying in a haunted hotel. I can't say much more. And then 7/19, I'll be in Clearfield, Pennsylvania at the county fair, supporting acts Ace Frehley and Vixen. Don't think anyone will be there either. I mean, people will be there, but I don't feel like my audience is necessarily there. Then July 25th, Wilmington, Ohio, Rock the Block. And then after I got this wrong. Louisville, Kentucky at the Mercury Ballroom, 724. 725, Wilmington, Ohio, Rock the Block. And after we rock the block, we're going to go to the Beaver Dam, Kentucky, and we're going to rock the dam. Rock the block, rock the dam. What's the difference? Rock the Block will have the Stephen Piercy solo band, and Rock the Dam will have Warren DeMartini and Carlos Cavazzo. Then August 1st, August 2nd, August 3rd, the voices of whatever it's called, Brett Michaels, Vince Neil, Stephen Piercy. Hopefully Vince Neil will be feeling up to it. Boston, Mass. at Fenway Park. Lifelong Yankees fans, should be interesting. The Maine Savings Center, Amphitheater in Bangor, Maine. Bangor, I hardly knew her. And August 3rd, Bethel Page, New York, which is Woodstock. My parents went to Woodstock. Later this year, New Buffalo, Michigan, Four Winds Casino, Piercy DeMartini. St. Charles, Illinois, only a few tickets left. Arcada Theater, Piercy DeMartini. A lot of Piercy DeMartinis the rest of the year. You look at the schedule, and if you guys want to hang out, we can do that. This is Prunella, son of a bitch, Wings Proggle. Is this some kind of Harry Potter thing? Prunella Wings Proggle. It's a cool name. Has become a YouTube member. Thank you. I appreciate your support. And welcome, Gabba Gabba Hey. We accept you, one of us. Now, Prunella is part of the official club where all the cool kids hang out and blah, 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 blah. Lawton, good to see you. I'm down to go check out Megan too. Haven't seen it yet. All right, well, Lawton, text me. Lawton, the Sunset Station Casino has Wednesday Senior Day, half off for seniors. Now, Lawton, you're probably saying to yourself, I'm not a senior yet. 50 and over, 50 years old, 50. Stretch, kick, and stretch. Anyway, I'm thinking that's the time to go see it. But Lawton, text me. We'll go see it. We'll have a good old time. They have a different popcorn bucket there that I might have to get as well. So, all right, Lawton. If you don't text me, I'll text you. One of us will text the other one. Cornicias de El Orce. I'd be at the Anaheim SPD Martini. That's going to be a good one. We definitely could do some kind of get together in Anaheim. So, all right. Oh, it's from a Mrs. Piggle Wiggle book. Anyone familiar with Mrs. Piggle Wiggle book? I'm not, but it sounds cool. Maybe I'll have to check it out. And thank you for becoming a channel member. I want to see Warren. Don't know which show I can swing. There's a lot. Keith, let me know what area you're in. There's some shows that are not announced yet. Top secret. Can't even tell you that it's not too far from where I live. Can't say it. But there are more chances to see Warren DeMartini and Carlos Cavazzo. And all right. I like that the Boner Monaco fan page relationship is still thriving. I think you guys need to, as they say, get a room. Maybe we could have a sidebar, and maybe if you guys start, maybe you can go on a date, and then you can come back here and discuss it. For those of you who collect monster toys, or care about mine, this is a new one. This is called Thrill Joy. Thrill Joy is a company from Brian Mariotti, who used to be the CEO of Funko, and he went on his own. I kind of like this thing. He's the first monster they've made. I mean, look, it's a Funko ripoff, obviously. I like what they do. They have chases. You buy it, it's in a sealed box. I don't have a box handy, but you buy it, it's in a box, and then you can get either a grayscale one or a gold one, and some are more limited than others. I'll be on eBay spending whatever I have left before my big move. I like to show you guys stuff. That's all I got right now. Bats. Jason, got any plans for 4th of July weekend? Well, I was in the Costco today in the gourmet section thinking about having this country's so crazy with the 4th of July. I like to celebrate on the 3rd or the 5th. But there will be the annual hot dog eating contest. I think that's what we call it. Anyway, I don't know. I don't have it. We had a show and it got changed. So I don't know. Creature from the Black Lagoon had those gorgeous fellatio lips. Yeah, I never thought about that, Marcus, but that could be possible. I want to get my shelves in order, or my ducks in a row. This should be only Creature from the Black Lagoon. This should be only things related to vacation. Although this is a Halloween candle, it is fragrant orange Halloween, but that should be down here. This is supposed to be the Halloween shelf, but things are carrying over. That back there is a Sensi RV. Can you believe that? And it's amazing. And then this is supposed to be. This shelf is potluck potpourri. Down here is all Karate Kid collectibles. They bite each other when no one's around. Puffin stuff. Got my cards. I'd like to show you guys around. Has Warren happy to be playing his old songs? Next question. Stephen has his birthday off. Yeah, I think he's bummed. But Stephen is going to be performing a tribute to Chris Hager, the late Mickey Rack guitarist and rough cut, at Whiskey. Top secret. You heard it here first. And I believe there's going to be a rough cut reunion, but I can't guarantee it. Do you have a black flame candle from Hocus Pocus? I don't. I might have to get one of those. And yes, sweep the leg. No mercy. How about a tour of the pad? Brad, you're talking. I've been thinking about it for a long time. And I think very soon, my house is a mess. I'll be honest. I moved into this place during the pandemic. My place foreclosed. The person who owned it needed to live there. And I came here and my stuff was everywhere. I have so many collectibles. And then a friend of mine passed away, and I inherited their collection, and then that took over. A whole warehouse came into my house, and so we're getting there. I want to do a video on my Funko Pops. I have 1,000 music Funko Pops. I'm looking at them right now. I don't regret them. For people who go, I told you it wasn't. Doesn't matter. I still like them. I'm looking at them. I want to do a video where I show every single one of them, and then show you around the house a little bit. But I like to get it a little more organized. But it's coming, and then it's time to move, and I will need you guys to pay for it, as other people do. It's Deborah Harry's birthday in the UK, 80 years young. Nice to hear. I'll have to share a photo of her. We found one the other day. Maybe I'll share it. Also, if you're in the mood to celebrate Christmas in July, not only can you get your hands on my picks, I would be happy to slip you the pick if you know what I mean. Also, T-shirts, and I'm getting ready to do some new T-shirts. You guys, if you art people want to give me suggestions, we're gonna do some new ones. I like maybe a pocket logo. Also, I wear this black hoodie with white, and I think that with a little logo and some other stuff. But anyway, get this while you can. You can say that you were one of the first. One of the first. Whoops. One of the first batch of Waste Some Time with Jason Green. 20% off now through Friday using the code July, all capital. All capital. Storm the capital. All capital. All right. Martin Cove bit his co-star. Yeah, stupid story, but yeah, we talked about it with Sean on here the other day. I think he was just playing around. Any chance Rat will get back together? Last time was awesome. I didn't like the last album. I never say never, but the Rat is the most dysfunctional band, and I don't see it. I don't see it happening. I have a lot of pictures of anyone you don't have. Robert Smith. I'd like to meet Robert Smith, who just played. Thank you. The shirts are high quality, Rick. Played with my other favorite artist, Olivia Rodrigo. Who knew that would be such a thing? David Byrne of Talking Heads, another hero of mine, playing with Olivia Rodrigo. Who knew? Who knew? You guys want to see my gopher? I'll show you. These were stupid. This was a Funko product that didn't last. Funko Rewind. They're supposed to be like little clamshell VHS cases. And then you open it. Yeah, that's kind of cute. I think this might be the first time I looked at this. And then you got a little gopher in there. And then there's like a chase, which might be a fuzzy gopher, unshaven gopher. And then they give you like a blockbuster type card. It had promise. But it didn't really work out. And it's kind of a cute idea. I bought a bunch of the vacation ones, Christmas Vacation, because I was trying to get the chase. The chase is just Clark with lights wrapped around them. I don't see it right now. I don't know. There's so much stuff here. Sometimes I like to share it with you, my audience. Has it been an hour? Okay, so we got 6 minutes. Let's get to some serious stuff. Lorraine has one of my shirts autographed. They can be autographed upon request, and hers is still there. All right, and the Monaco fan and the artist formerly known as Boner, the relationship is stepping up. Why don't one of you give the other one your social media? And then you can connect on social media and eventually send each other dick pics, his or hers, and blossom into a beautiful relationship, or just be friends. But I would happy to referee that, whatever they call that. Thank you, cute gopher. Yeah, don't shoot the gophers. No. Is that a Snoopy snow cone machine? That is. When I was a kid, all I ever wanted was a Snoopy snow cone machine, and Michelle was nice enough to get that for me as a gift. Birthday, Christmas, Kwanzaa, I'm not sure. But there it is, Snoopy snow cone machine. Damn it. Which musical artist are you fond of? Same answer, Robert Smith. Guy came into the arcade and Ramon sure thought of you. Caddyshack 2 is great also. I said it and I mean it, J.J. Wild. You must have gotten into the gopher treats. Caddyshack 2 is one of the absolute worst movies ever. But it is sort of fun just to watch it and laugh at how bad it is. A couple of years ago, I go, I'm going to try it again. Maybe this time it'll be good. No, it's never good. But I still would watch it. I just caught the Carlos interview. It's very cool. Thanks, Brad. That interview is 4 years old. So right now, you're right on pace. Just 600 more videos to go. Bobby says, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe. Hey, please do those things. I never ask people. Well, I do. But if you want to support, the main thing to do is subscribe. That's free. I saw a staggering statistic yesterday. And the staggering statistic said, it's like Sally sold seashells by the shore. And I thought the statistic was a little bit staggering because it said that only 50%, 56% of the people who watch these videos don't subscribe. 44 do. Why would you watch my videos and not subscribe? It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't hurt anyone. And it helps me to keep doing this. Liking and subscribing and commenting helps. We can't all be Sean Brown. He obviously is the king of support. What a great guy. But you can all subscribe. It costs you nothing. Like this video. Like it right now. Let's do some record numbers. There are 261 people watching right now. I literally promoted this show 2 hours ago. And so yet you have all showed up. And I appreciate it. Robert Smith sang 2 songs of Live Where I Go last night in Glastonbury. I know. I watched it. I'm a fan of both of them. Happy Gilmore, Caddyshack. Caddyshack every time. Not a giant Sandman guy. Also love Blues Brothers 2000. I had a feeling. Didn't even bother with that one. Did not bother. Didn't get to meet you in Niagara Falls. Did you enjoy something? Sorry, Jeff and Amy. I need to find a way. And I was very accessible in the Falls. I was everywhere, working on Superman filming locations. Michelle and I watched Superman 2 last night. Still holds up. I can watch that about once every 15 years. I'm trying to get ready for the Superman James Gunn hype. I think he's going to ruin it. I think it's going to stink. There's going to be too many characters. The dog is going to be stupid. But I'm still going to try to go to an early screening. All right, let's see here. The 70s guy is now saying that he will create a fake email account and then they can destroy them after. I think that is a good way to do it. I mean, how old are you guys? First of all, 70s guy, let me start by asking, how old are you and where are you from? That question is exclusively for that 70s guy. Have we heard this answer before? We'll say it again, 70s guy. How old are you and where do you hail? Please let me know. Subscribe, you big dummies. It's free. You big dummy. Yes. I was thinking about doing a live video from Vegas where I go to Red Fox's house and then I go to the store that he owned, the junkyard. He really did own a store here. And then I walk to the cemetery and pay respects. It's about a 2-mile walk, and it's 184 degrees today. But I think it might be a fun live video to do. Maybe I'll do it on one of Red's things. Okay, 70s guy is an older Gen Z who just likes 70s music. Okay. And Monaco is also a Gen Z. So where do we say Gen Z? Early 20s? Early 30s? Oh, early 20s. Late teens, early 20s? Late 20s to early 30s? Listen, if you guys are similar in age, that's great. But all right, look, you guys are going to have so much fun. I can't wait. Oh, here we go. Thank you. Early 20s to mid 20s. Gen Z, naturally. All right. Well, listen, I think you guys could be the best of friends. You could discuss, like in life, it's better to go through it with friends, company. Marcus Mandel, no relation to Howie. I guess I'm a millennial, early 40s. I think that might be right. The oldest Gen Z was born in 1997. That's from Michelle. She's a know it all. Passed the bar in her first try. And love wasting time with Jason Green. Thank you, Bradley. I appreciate that. Uh, Bats. I'm a mid 30s millennial. Interesting. Interesting. I'm a senior citizen. Sean Brown, I'm waiting for the last of my items to arrive for the Sanford and Son care package that I promised you, Jason. Could either Michelle please provide the address? Yeah, we'll get Sean. You're beyond generous. When I was a kid, all I wanted to do was collect. My father had a memorabilia business, and now I've just gone crazy. I love it. It's one of the things that keeps me going. I hate to talk so much about anxiety and depression, but there's so many people who deal with it. A lot of days I wake up with the two. I need to put my phone away. I'm thinking like lock it up at night. When I wake up to check my phone, nothing good comes up. The sleep is bad, and the only thing that seems to keep me happy is just surrounding myself with memories of a happier time. And so to think that someone wants to send me a Sanford and Son care package is just the coolest thing of all time. I tell the story on here all the time about when I was in high school. I wanted to get a Bruce Lee signed check, and it was in Kung Fu magazine, which I was a regular reader. And Linda Lee Codwell, Bruce Lee's widow, she found 100 of these checks and she was selling them for $500 a piece. I was in high school. I didn't have $500. I should have found it. The checks are worth a lot more now. And I said, this is something that I want. Now that the audience is so generous, those things become a more possibility. Sean, I appreciate it. We'll do an unboxing here on the show. I want the audience to see my surprise. But anyway, it's so cool just to have all these things and have people who care. And then the goal is to entertain. There were times when I started. Most YouTubers get a thing called YouTube fatigue. You get tired doing this, trying to make content, especially when people aren't watching. And in the beginning, I sometimes said, "Why am I doing this?" And I knew I had something. And then at some point, you guys started to see something that you like too. And it's our show. It's not just my show. It's our show. We're in this together, and that's why it's supposed to be sort of fun and free form and all those things. And I'm appreciative of every single person who takes the time to watch the show, to super chat, to send gifts. It's just incredible. And I'm so choked up that I'm going to take a sip of my drink in the ugly mug my mother bought for me. Hold on one second. Sorry, Mom. Anyway. All right. Sorry. Yes. And yes, anxiety sucks and it can eat you alive. This is CRP. Bruce Lee? In high school, I wanted to motorboat Lisa Lee. I don't even know who Lisa Lee is. Bruce Lee had a daughter named Shannon Lee. I would consider motorboating Mr. Green's neighborhood. Yes, thank you. Firecracker eye injuries coming to my CC. Uh-oh. Oh, be careful, April. I know the firecracker injuries are out there. Michelle and I are considering saving a cat. We've been. This is the other stress of my life. I live in a gated community, but the gate doesn't work right now. they're waiting for a part. If I was an HOA president, there'd be some hell to pay. Gated community bullshit. Anyway, there's this black cat, and he's really cute, and he's may lose an eye, and I need to get him to a vet. I also need to decide, can I take this cat into my house? Now, the other day I wasn't here, but he did. Michelle was here. He did stroll in for a second. I want to get this cat some medical attention, but we've got to trap him. And it's sort of a race against time because HOA people are assholes and they chase animals off. And anyway, I don't know why I went into this whole story, but it's on my mind a lot. We do feed the cat. And yes, we're trying. We're trying. Oh, thank you, Scott. Scott ordered a T-shirt. Much appreciated. Thank you. You're in the first batch club, and rest in peace, Bitsy. Yeah, I didn't know I was ready for another cat. Bitsy was my cat. For those of you who watched the show, the first 3 years, Bitsy would make appearances. Bitsy was left at my friend's house in a bird cage with a note that said, "My mama don't allow no cats." And my friend Greg called me and said, "You got to do something." And I said, "We can't have any more cats. I'll call animal control." And they said that, if no one adopts the cat, they're going to get rid. I said, "Oh, no, you won't." And I spent 15, 16, 17, maybe 17, 18 years with Bitsy. So Chris is trying to save a young fox today. Speaking of mental health, by the way, I don't watch much, but there was a YouTuber who took their life who was into saving foxes because they were sort of bullied. What a horrible thing. They do such a good thing to help animals. It's the only thing that matters. Animals are so innocent. It's people who stink. Get that cat with a little super chat to help with the vet bills. Oh, thank you, Brian. We're going to try. My house needs to be cat proofed. Also, it's a stray cat. It's never been in a house. It was born in a parking lot. So there's a lot of work that goes into it. But yeah, in the old days, we had Bitsy and the diabetes alarm clock. That is for sure. Love you for being a cat lover. Yeah, oh, look at that. The cat looks kind of like the cat in your picture, but maybe isn't smoking a cigarette like that, or whatever that is. But it's tough. Have you named the new cat? Michelle calls it Smee, based on the Peter Pan character, because he's going to have to wear an eye patch because he's going to lose the eye probably. He does. Anyway, I don't know. I don't like to talk about it too much, but I'm going to see what we can do. And yes, the HOA sucks. Until they fix the gate, no rule. I say it all the time. I had a C word next to me playing music all the time, and I was fighting. Look, this music is shaking my house. There's a lot of these problems. And I said, you want to fix the problems? Stop paying fees. Watch how fast they fix it. Same thing with your government, by the way. You don't like what's happening? Don't pay your taxes. Eventually, the problems will get solved. But I don't like to get into politics, and I don't like to get into race when it comes to Cosby Show. Because right now, there's people telling me that they want to. Anyway, you won't have to worry about reorganizing your shelves with a new cat because everything will be on the floor. Well, that might be true. Got to figure it out. Maybe if I move and you guys pay for everything, I can do it. Who knows? But yes, got to take care of the fur babies. And look, they're always rescues. Get that cat some catnip. Well, that's a good idea. And now someone's at the door, which is probably, I got a thing. I think we got a package. Maybe we can unbox a package.
One of them had to be signed for.
All right, hold on. Sorry. Don't you hate it? If I was in a studio, this would be so much more professional. Fine? No, it's fine. It's me. Michelle is forging my signature as we speak. And then I'm going to unbox a gift with you because you are my favorite audience. If that cat's out there, let me know. Skylar said it's Vanessa. That doesn't look very cool. What could that be? Send it over. Oh, I know what this is. It should have been shipped flat. This should have been shipped flat. I'll show you. You guys will like this. My cousin, Eric Sharkey, made a documentary about an artist named Drew Struzan. Drew Struzan is the most famous poster artist of all time, without a doubt. Back to the Future, E.T., Star Wars. And he did some weird ones. And I'm going to give you some examples of that right now. Now, these should be packed perfectly because this comes from an artist, the Drew Struzan is having some very serious health problems. So wish him the best. But so I'm doing this show with Stephen Piercy and Warren B. Mark Tiny in right in front of the microphone. Sorry, this is a lot of packing. Holy shit! Yeah, with the cast of Better Off Dead. I don't know if you guys saw the movie Better Off Dead. There's an invoice. And so here is a Better Off Dead mini poster. That's his style. It looks like a photograph. And then this one was signed, hand signed by Drew Struzan. Comes with a certificate of authenticity from Drew's gallery. Look, I couldn't afford much of Drew's, even these reprints. Okay, I certainly couldn't afford original piece. My cousin has the original DC Cab painting, but he can no longer sign. Is the point I should make. And then this one is a great movie called The Cannonball Run, and I'm going to a convention in Knoxville, and I could add Jamie Farr, who's right there. I may do that. Although I got to tell you, these things look kind of cool. Just signed like that. This guy was such an artist. I might have to get some more of those. Okay. Wasn't that fun? Wasn't that fun? And unbox it. Okay. Let's see. Looks awesome. Thank you. I thought so. Love Drew's posters. Yes. What is the shirt you were wearing? I'm wearing a shirt from Megan 2.0. It says Miss Me. And I haven't seen the movie yet, but maybe me and Lawton will see it this week. How is the tour going? Any drama? I haven't been on tour. I'm sitting in my house. No drama here. I saw Campbell Run 2 at the drive-in. I saw Campbell Run 2 in the theater. Might have saw part 1 too. Great movies. We might have to have a Cannonball Run marathon in the house. Shipping and receiving department, yes. That's for sure. Just want to make sure I didn't miss any comments. All right. Well, it's almost time to get out of here. I thank everyone. Let's go back and thank the super chatters for making this show possible. Who needs sponsors when you have super chatters? Jimmy Drummer, thank you so much for your super chat. AZ, I want to thank you for your super chat. Scott M, who is also a channel member, thank you for your generous super chat. Deadhead Dave, member for 1 month. Thank you so much for being with me for a month. I hope you'll continue to span time with me. Sean Brown, channel member, and definitely just a generous, great guy who gets the same things that I get. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate it. Prunella Wings Proggle. Prunella, thank you for becoming a channel member. I think you're going to enjoy the perks, the privileges, and the fun that goes with being a channel member. So thank you. And Bats, lots of all Bats, my good friend Bats. Can't stop here. It's Bat Country. Thank you for your super chat. All right, everyone's starting to say goodbye. Does that mean we're leaving? I could end up going for another 2 hours, but I guess it's almost time for dinner. Yes, thank you. All right, I hope we had a good time. Now, let's recap. What have we learned today? Besides that I need to save a cat. Anyone live in Vegas want to come over and help me? I'll give you my address. Now, let me put in the comments. What did we learn today? Well, it's Christmas in July. Isn't it June? Well, Christmas in June didn't have the same ring. We probably should have done Halloween first. But whatever. Put the code in July and get yourself some merchandise, 20% off. FMK, Lisa Bonet, Tempest Bledsoe, Sabrina. Very easy. I'm going to marry Lisa Bonet, even though she's been a bit of a character. Her daughter is Zoe Kravitz. Tempest has got to go, and I'll I'll give the old cause with no quaaludes to Sabrina. Thank you, Lisa. That was a good one. I like that you you know what I mean. All right. Okay. We learned a lot about the Cosby Show controversy. Yeah, Marcus, we did. And it's only going to continue. It's only going to continue. Russ Rock says he's heard Megan 2.0 is awesome. I'm going to try to go to the senior show on Wednesday. It was a good show. Marcus, don't. Oh, you mean Cosby Show. I think you meant this show. I said this was a great show. Thanks for the great content. We've also learned I'm straight, but I would probably still pick Lenny over Lisa. Interesting. I'm not really, Lenny's not my type, straight or otherwise. I would like to break a chicken over Lisa Bonet and have a satanic ritual with her and explore possession of her nether regions. Is this an educational channel now? I like to think it was always an educational channel. Southern Drummer, getting in to the last second with a very good super chat. One that Sean Clark has said he cannot participate in because he represents a person or two or knows a person or two. All right, let's do it. Sorry. Nev Campbell, Linda Blair, Heather Langenkamp. I think we're talking about in their prime. Let's say that. And by prime, I don't mean when she was in The Exorcist. I mean Savage Streets, Chained Heat. Boy, Linda Blair had a set of jugs that would make your eyes water. Anyway, I'm going to marry Nev Campbell probably, give it to Linda Blair, and Freddy Krueger can have Heather Langenkamp. I'm not her boyfriend now. I think. And by the way, thank you for the super chat on the run. It's appreciated. No way to... new channel member. Listen, you guys keep doing this. I'm never going. Oh, no. Kim's old school. Kim's been a channel member for 8 months. Kim, I got some new stuff. I put up some new videos the other day. There's a new tour diary, another one coming soon, a very good one from Branson, Missouri, featuring this one's got a cameo from Dick, Andy, Dick. So that's coming soon. So thank you, Kim. Glad you see. I like to see people use these. Use these things, by the way. If you're a channel member, you get one of these a month, I think, where you can proclamate how long you've been a channel member. I was going to just do an hour today. We're already at hour 17. But yeah, the crucifix scene, I guess we could do that too. All right, now we're all getting crazy. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I hope... so here's the itinerary, what we're going to do. First, you're going to go buy some merchandise at a steep discount. Deep 20% discount. Oh, Vito Brada's here. Sorry. Hi, Vito. How are you? Nice to see you. Oh, thank you. If you'd like to come over and tap on it for a while, be my guest. So you get some merchandise. Go watch the Cosby Show video location. Go watch the Mama's Family. Go watch the tour diary. Content is king. And then on Wednesday, I'll be live with Wednesday 13. We'll see if Sean Clark is available to come out and play. Tina, thank you so much for the super chat. Nice to see you. Last I saw you was at the Faster Pussycat concert. But it's good to see you virtually as well, if you will. And then Piney Flats, it's about 3 hours from me. Look forward to the diary going public. Yes, Keith, Piney Flats members are enjoying it right now. You should hear the things they're saying. None involved defending Bill Cosby. Anyway, that's Wednesday. Then Friday we'll have a live show, and I'm off to Knoxville, I think, on soon. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. If you like this video, leave a comment after it ends, and leave a like. Make sure you subscribe. I'll see you Wednesday.